The Henry Sugar is the brand new 40-minute short directed by Wes Anderson on Netflix. The short film stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Ray Fiennes, Dev Patel, and Ben Kingsley, who all play a variety of the characters. The main story follows Henry Sugar, who's played by Benedict Cumberbatch, who reads a doctor's patient about a person named Ahmad Khan, played by Ben Kingsley, who can see blindly a lot of things. The doctor who's trying to help Ben Kingsley out is played by Dev Patel. Ray Fiennes also plays multiple characters, including the policeman, who also plays Ronald Dahl, our narrator, as this movie is based on a Ronald Dahl book. Fiennes plays the narrator of the story as well. Cumberbatch as well plays Henry Sugar. We learn more about him throughout this 40-minute tale. The film is, as I said, 39 minutes without credits and is PG. Welcome back to a brand new movie review here on Max Talks Movies. Today we're talking about the wonderful story of Henry Sugar. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, movie rankings, and every Monday, my box office breakdown show. So please subscribe, ring the bell. Comment down below. Are you a big Wes Anderson fan? Are you gonna check this one out on Netflix? Are you out of Wes Anderson? Are you already Wes Anderson out with all of his weirdness over the last couple of years? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also please like the video, the thumbs up button above. So heading into this movie, I knew it was a short film. I did not see Asteroid City in theaters. I saw it, I think like a month ago now at home because it's now available on Peacock. And I thought it was okay. I'm a very big supporter of Wes Anderson because I love Grand Budapest Hotel and I love both his animated films and Fantastic Mr. Fox and especially Isle of Dogs. So I'm a big Wes Anderson fan. I have a full ranking on my Letterboxd, which you can find down below. So I like a lot of his movies, and his style is so distinct. It's something you just don't really usually watch in a movie. Is the way he shoots it, the score. He also gets always an astonishing ensemble, which of course is the case here. Now, once again, he does re-team up with Ray Fiennes, who was of course the amazing in Grand Budapest Hotel, but he finally has some new blood now into the Wes Anderson form, and that is with Benedict Cumberbatch, Dev Patel, and Ben Kingsley. Let's start with my let's go right into my review as I stopped doing just positives, negatives, and my score. I really enjoyed this short film. I think it actually fits the runtime. I think sometimes when you're heading into this level of director doing a 40-minute short film, you might think either this is too short, because why couldn't Wes Anderson make this a full feature-length hour and a half, hour 40 movie? And you really can't. Now, yes, there is lots of story in here, but once you get towards the end of the short film, there's kind of like nothing else to kind of get into. I felt like there was the perfect amount of runtime for this film. I'll get into the story in a second. The performances are excellent, and it really is the MVP for me is Cumberbatch. He's fantastic in the movie. Cumberbatch, as well as all the main characters, play multiple. It's a very small cast. And Cumberbatch also plays a makeup artist for Ben Kingsley in the movie, but he also plays Henry Sugar. And Cumberbatch is terrific in the film. And he was definitely destined to work with Wes Anderson, especially kind of the quirkiness. And he is such a great actor. And I think, people don't really realize that when you just watch, and I love him as Doctor Strange, but people don't see him as this actor when you watch Doctor Strange. But again, Imitation Game, he's such an excellent actor. He's been in a lot of really good things over the last decade or more. And he's terrific in this movie. Especially there's one scene where Sugar's going in and out of costumes and Cumberbatch is going in and out of accents. And it's a entertaining, hilarious, and extremely well acted and written scene. And Cumberbatch is terrific. I also think who's equally, almost as good as Cumberbatch, but he's easily fantastic in the movie as well, is Dev Patel as this doctor. He's kind of the one narrating the Ben Kingsley aspect of the story. And Dev Patel has to do a lot of tough things because the way of the storytelling is going to be really a hit or miss for people. It's not going to really be in between because they're kind of telling it like it's a book. Dev Patel's character will say a line, then he'll say, "I said" to the camera. Even though we know he's saying it, he says, "I said," like we're reading a book, just seeing it. And Dev Patel has to do this a lot. And I think it easily could have been annoying I think the script itself at times could be a bit annoying with this dialogue, but I think what saves it from being annoying is the performances selling you on it. And that really comes through the most of Dev Patel's performance as this doctor. He's excellent. I also love, of course, seeing Ralph Fiennes reunite with Wes Anderson. Ralph Fiennes is very solid as usual. It's kind of the narrator. Of course, he's a great voice, but when he gets this one scene behind with the policeman with Cumberbatch, that's also one of my favorite scenes of the film. Kingsley, of course, is also excellent. The way that the characters talk, it's very quick and it's very much like a book. And I really enjoy just a fresh take on something based on a book. Again, this is not the first time Wes Anderson has written something based off of Ronald Dahl. As Fantastic Mr. Fox is also based on a Ronald Dahl book as well. I believe Wes Anderson is making a couple more shorts with a lot of this with this cast again next year, so we'll see a lot of that. But I really enjoyed Wes Anderson's direction in the movie. It's shot beautifully. Of course, his production designs are some of the best in movies today. Every movie of his has a stunning production design. And this one has a different take than Asteroid City, because Asteroid City kind of feels like a play. And while this movie can definitely feel that way, it has a different angle to it. I really enjoy that as well. Now, to go into some of the negatives I have with this movie, I do think the dialogue is a bit too much at times. Characters talk really quickly, and they're talking like a book and saying, "I said" to the camera over and over again. And while sometimes it might not be annoying, because it happens for the majority of the film, I think sometimes it's a bit annoying, and it kind of brings distance between the characters and the audience of actually getting attached to the characters in the movie. It's a bit too, the right way to put it is just it's overbearing dialogue in the way it's written. It's really good dialogue, but it's kind of written so quickly to a factor. It doesn't feel like any actor take a breath in between monologues in the movie. It sometimes can be a lot. I wish also we dove into Henry Sugar, the character, a lot earlier into the movie, because the movie is called The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, and we don't even get really into Henry Sugar until around like the 15-minute mark of the movie. Because the first act, I guess the first third of the movie is all about this Ben Kingsley with Dev Patel and Richard Ayoade, which is interesting, but the far more interesting story is with Cumberbatch on screen playing this character, and you only get kind of like 20-25 minutes of it because we have this whole other subplot. So I do feel like they could have condensed the subplot and had a lot more Henry Sugar throughout the entire movie, but not too many major critiques with this movie. I really enjoy The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. I think it is better than both Asteroid City for me and French Dispatch. This is not top tier Wes Anderson, but for me, I was back feeling really positive about Wes Anderson following this short film. So overall, I'm going to give The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar a 3.5 out of 5. I'm going to give it a 72%. What are your thoughts on this movie? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys soon.